So, Charanpal, what would be your one piece of advice to those aspiring to make big in their careers?
Um, I would say think globally and act local. Think global, act local. Build your skills, build your network. Network is as I said, that it's the base of everything. You create knowledge, you multiply your knowledge with the network, and stay adaptable, stay flexible. Success will follow you.
You work with many students, okay, who are aspiring to study abroad.
Yeah.
How do you think this international student mobility is evolving, and what does the future look like beyond borders and barriers?
Apart from international education, I would say globalization is a need.
Right.
We see everywhere the multinational companies, multinational businesses, cross-cultural innovations.
My next question might help many students out there who are aspiring to study abroad.
Yes.
So, share with us the biggest mistakes students make when planning their global careers, and also how can they avoid them?
Think about it, what you want to do in your career. He told me like he want to go global. He want to do this. And I said, this is the best time. If you do not go that right now, then at the time of masters, there will be different struggles.
Right.
So the time is a tool. Time is the biggest asset a person has. And if you're getting the opportunity, grab it in the right time. That is a major thing. You're getting all the support from the university, and then he finally understood, okay, I will go. He was confident that if you are with me, I will go. Then he eventually started, making his documentation. Finally, he got the visa. And when he went there, after 4 or 5 months, we discussed what is the scenario now. So he was like, "Sir, you changed my life." So that that particular one thing which I said him for around 15 minutes. Those 15 minutes might have supported him throughout the life. You know, he will think about it after 5 years, 10 years. Okay, this was my best decision to come to University of Queensland and come to Australia. So I feel like that was a success story which was inspiring for all the other students as well. Yes, we can do that.
So, folks, you have tuned into TGV, and hearty welcome to the Guiding Voice podcast series, the world's only quadrilingual podcast at this moment of recording. And we are trying to embark into multiple languages as we speak. And here we embark on transformative conversations for a better future. And we want to simplify and amplify your journey to success. I'm your host, Navin Samala, dedicated to making the world a better place by bringing you wisdom through valuable discussions with experts designed to simplify and amplify your success. And thank you so much for tuning in. So, folks, we are joined by Charanpal Singh. He's a visionary thought leader shaping the future of international education, innovation, and entrepreneurship. He's a repeat guest on our platform, and he has deep expertise in global partnerships, student mobility, and cross cultural collaboration. And he also empowers learners and entrepreneurs to thrive in an increasingly interconnected world. So, Charanpal, hearty welcome to the Guiding Voice English platform as well. How are you doing today?
Hi, Naveen. It's pleasure to be here. Thank you for having me here. I'm really doing well. I hope you're doing good as well. Looking forward for the conversation today.
Absolutely thrilled to have you here. And let's get started. So, Charanpal, first things first, why should somebody tune into a conversation and spend their valuable time with us?
Today's conversation is about the international relations, international affairs, innovations, entrepreneurship, and the future belongs to those who work globally and act locally. So I believe it will be a very good information for the people today. It's not only about students; it's about people who wants to, go and learn about how to understand the cross-cultural, innovations and other things related to globalization. So this is the podcast for you. So be interested, like be with us today. It will be a very informative session for
Excellent.
everyone. Yeah.
Excellent. So, folks, today we are going to have a conversation on an important topic, which is future unlocked, international student mobility, and also cross cultural innovation. But before we get started, here is an exciting twist. As always, let us tickle our guest's brain first. So, Charanpal, I'm going to ask you a few crazy questions, and you can be as creative as possible, and you should not think much. You should respond to my questions just like that without thinking much. And if you're ready, let's get started.
Okay.
Hello, I'm Steve Ahern, one of the judges of the Asia Podcast Awards. I'm interrupting this episode to let you know that you're listening to an award-winning podcast. This podcast won its category in the 2024 Podcast Awards, so you know you're listening to quality. Enjoy your listening experience, and congratulations to the team who created this award-winning podcast for you.
Okay. Great. And my first question out of the first rapid fire round is dream destination if money and time were not an issue.
If money and time were not issue, then I think USA, because USA is everything. Like they do have nature, they do have culture, they do have different aspects of innovation. Silicon Valley is there. I would like to be there and learn more. USA.
Okay. That was spot on. And share with us an unforgettable travel memory.
Travel memory.
Yeah.
Recently, I went to ISRO.
Mhm.
So sitting in there, MCC, missile center. So I was looking at that and I was thinking, like, I used to watch this place when I was a child. I used to saw it in movie and watch it in movies. So I think that was the biggest moment for me while I was traveling.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And if you had to live in any country other than India, which one would it be?
Country, Australia, because I have lived there for 4 to 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's already my second home. A lot of friends are there. My relatives are there, and especially really like the culture there, Aboriginal people and other culture. So, I would like to be in Australia again.
Okay. And a food that you tried abroad and fell in love with.
Uh, I tried multiple food. I tried Nando's ways. That was the first time when I tried these when I went to Australia, right? So my favorite was being is Nando's, because
Nando's.
Nando's is very rarely available in India. So
Mm-hmm.
I really feel that sometime I need to eat that. That's craving is in me. Nando's. I would like to say Nando's. Yeah.
I think somebody listening to this, if you're into food industry, I think that's a good dish to probably sell in India. And we have the first customer already sitting here in the virtual studio.
True, true.
And I would love to try it as well.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, with that,
Chandigarh, you already
Charanpal,
have it. Yeah.
with that, let's move to the next one. If you were a superhero, what
Yeah.
would your superpower be?
Because I don't many of powers, but the one power I would say today is instantly connecting with people, because we are talking about people and international globalization. So
Mm-hmm.
that superpower would be looking at, like, connect with people across the world anywhere. I'm sitting here, I can talk to someone just without any equipments and connect with the people with their own views.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good one. And one thing on your bucket list that scares you.
Uh, Really, I want to do skydiving, but I'm really scared. Huh? Jumping from planes, from that height. It's really scary, but yeah, I would like to do sometime.
and it's on my wish list too, actually.
Really, we can try together.
Yeah. Hopefully. And a guilty pleasure you will never give up.
Sweets. I'll eat a
Huh?
lot of sweets, man, because if we bring sweets to our house, it's like half of those sweets are mine. I'm always eating sweets, man. So and I feel guilt after eating it. Okay, taking too much carbs, too much sweets. So, but yeah, I like
I
it.
understand. I understand. I used to have a sweet tooth until a year ago, and dessert is mandatory during my lunchtime, but I gave up.
Ah,
And now I'm
that's really
controlling
good.
myself, right?
Really
Okay.
good.
Yeah. So, if you could instantly master any skill, what would it be?
Um, you know, there are many skills which I want to learn. The in-depth AI coding and everything. But
Mhm.
one skill which I want to say from this perspective for today's session is learning all languages.
Oh,
So
wow.
if I do have, I want to master the skill
Mhm.
how to learn a language in a very short time, so that I
Yeah.
can learn all the languages. Yeah.
Yeah, good one. And once you learn, you come to me. We'll launch TGV in those languages as well.
Surely, surely. We can still do, like, I know Punjabi, so we can do that Punjabi as well.
Yeah, and even international languages as well.
Yeah, of
Okay.
course.
Yeah. And moving to the next one. What is one movie you can watch over and over without getting bored?
Swadesh is one of the movies I like, and the second
Mhm.
movie I would still want to say is Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. Both
Yeah.
are Indian movies, but
Yeah.
those are brilliant movies. I like both
Yeah.
movies. Yeah.
Love it. And that was amazing first rapid fire round. I loved all your responses, and you heard it right. There is one more rapid fire round towards the end of the episode, so stay tuned.
Hey,
Okay, so thank you so much once again for being part of our journey, and thanks to Abhilek Verma for connecting us. Thank you, Abhilek, for giving me amazing guests like Charanpal on TGV Hindi and also on the guiding voice. So, Charanpal, let's kick off this conversation. Let us get into the mainstream and talk to us about who is your guiding voice.
Um, Guiding voice mentors, of course, those who met along through my journey, and yeah, but especially I would say my inner voice. I feel like the
Mhm.
code is sitting in me somewhere, and it
Mm.
tells me what is right, what is wrong, what you need to do. So that is my guiding voice. Both equally, balancing.
Mhm. Okay. Share your success mantra as in top three things that have contributed to your success so far.
Okay. First thing I would say curiosity. I'm very
Mm.
curious person. Like, I want to know what is happening. Like, what are I ask a lot of questions. That is one thing I believe which helped me to grow my skills. Secondly is failures,
Mhm.
because I failed many of times in many of things, but those failures were the steps. You know, I was learning more. That learning is within me because of that failures. And then the final one, I would say, you asked three, then the consistency, the
Mhm.
persistence. So I failed, but I didn't stop. I learned
Yep.
again. I tried again.
Mm.
So these three things, I would say
Mm.
curiosity, failures, and the consistency. These are the
Okay.
three main pillars.
Mhm. Excellent. And since you mentioned about failures, what is your favorite failure?
Favorite failure?
Yeah.
I tried once I was doing some kind of social work, you know,
Mhm.
I do run an NGO with the name of Kori Foundation. So in
Mhm.
that, our program was to, support 100 students. At that time, it was very starting point. So 100 students, we wanted to, donate some books and other things, and also give them the classes, paying them their fees. So we had a project. I literally failed in it, and I
Mm.
was only able to do five.
Oh. Mhm.
I supported five students with their fees, with their books, with their shoes, but I was targeting 100. So that
Mm.
failure was because I was not earning that much. That was a
Mhm.
failure which, motivated me. No, I have to do something so that my vision, to support the community, I can fulfill that. So one of that failure is that. Yeah.
Mm. Love it. Also, talk to us about some toughest lessons that you have learned in your entrepreneurial journey.
Uh, I would say, like, it's not always about the passion. Like, people say, if you have passion, follow that. I understand that. Yes, of course, you need to follow your passions, but uh, it's not enough. You need persistence. You need
Mhm.
patience. You need a long term plan, but a strong team who can understand your vision, who can contribute in your vision. These all things, I think, which I have learned through the toughest lesson, because I was following my passion. I failed, and then just refixed it, and being patient, being patient and persistence. Then I tried to make the strong team. That's
Mhm.
how the things go moving.
Yeah, got it. And you work with many students, okay, who are aspiring to study abroad.
Yeah.
How do you think this international student mobility is evolving, and what does the future look like beyond borders and barriers?
Okay, the barriers. I would say that, like, the international education is the need of the time. You know,
Mhm.
apart from international education, I would say globalization is the need.
Right.
We see everywhere the multinational companies, multinational businesses, cross-cultural innovations, right? So it's not about only the education now. It's about the holistic experience, right? The mobility is only not only for the education. It's
Right.
about a student wants internship, student wants cultural immersions, and the global career pathway. They want to work with the MNCs like Google, Microsoft, and these other organizations we know very well, right? So the
Yeah.
future is about collaboration beyond
Mm.
borders. It's not about the degrees. So that's what I feel like student mobility is evolving, and the people should focus on how to grab that globalization skills, international skills, because that international skill will make you, it will highlight your skills in comparison
Right.
of others.
Hmm. Got it. And also, Charanpal, with AI-driven education and also remote learning on the rise, do you see this physical mobility becoming less relevant, or will cross-border exposure remain critical?
Um, no, I think AI is very supportive to, you know,
Hmm.
it supports education, it supports maybe mobility as well. But when we
Hmm.
say it replace, then it cannot, because when I mentioned in the previous question, I mentioned cross cultural experience,
Right. Yeah.
cross cultural exposure.
Mm.
AI cannot feel right at this moment. AI cannot feel, and it cannot, even if it in the future, if it is able to feel, it cannot pass that feeling to me, right?
Hmm.
So the cross-cultural exposure, I need to get that living abroad. It can be by adapting the nature, environment, learning the empathy and the style of empathy in that particular country, right?
Right.
It cannot be replaced by technology. These
Hmm.
both will coexist. I would say both will coexist. AI will be there. AI will be very supportive, and it will help in us in hundreds of things. Like I go to China, and I don't know Chinese, so I use the AI to real time translation and all. So it will help us. It will
Right.
coexist with the normal physical mobility, but physical mobility is crucial. Without this, you cannot imagine the cross cultural impulse where the everyone knows the different cultures.
Right. Got it. And my next question might help many students out there who are aspiring to study abroad.
Yes.
So, share with us the biggest mistakes students make when planning their global careers, and also how can they avoid them?
Uh, yeah, the first thing which comes like when somebody wants to go to global, countries, any other country for their careers, it's mostly about the salary, short-term returns
Mm.
like salary or what I'm getting, like what company I'm getting in, right? Rather than the, building adaptability and networks. I would say the first thing they should focus on, if I'm going somewhere, am I meeting the people like that kind of mindset, that what I want to do in future? I need to find out those kind of mindset people, right? I need to network with those people. I will need to learn those global skills which are required from a future vision. So
Mm.
short-term vision is the biggest mistake when we are selecting the global careers. If we think about the long-term careers, if we think about our vision, what we want to be in the future, it's not only about the salary. It's about the adaptability, network, global skills. It's about
Mhm.
how you want to see your future after 5 years or 10 years. A broader
Right.
vision.
Mhm. And share with us an inspiring success story where this cross cultural education transformed someone's life or career.
Uh, I would say many are there. Like,
Hmm.
I was working with a university, UPS. There was some students, where we were sending them to University of Queensland for emerge for articulation program. Where they completed 2 years of here, and then final 2 years they were studying in University of Queensland. So some of the students were very excited, and they knew what to do. But one of the students was like, at the last moment, before 1 month, he was feeling like, okay, I cannot go. I'm feeling scared,
Hmm.
right? That felt like, okay, why you why you scared? What is happening? What are this? And before that, also he was also struggling with his documentation. His documentation was somehow completed, and then like finally he got scared. I cannot leave my parents. I cannot survive my own. Then I sat with him and I told him, Do not hesitate. This is your time.
Mhm.
Think about it, what you want to do in your career. He told me like he want to go global. He want to do this. And I said, this is the best time. If you do not go that right now, then at the time of masters, there will be different struggles.
Right.
So the time is a tool. Time is the biggest asset a person has. And if you're getting the opportunity, grab it in the right time. That is a
Mm.
major thing. You're getting all the support from the university, and then he finally understood, okay, I will go. He was confident that if you are with me, I will go. Then he eventually started, making his documentation. Finally, he got the visa. And when he went there, after 4 or 5 months, we discussed what is the scenario. So he
Mm.
was like, "Sir, you changed my life." So that that particular one thing which I said him for around 15 minutes. Those 15 minutes might have supported him for the throughout the life. You know, he will think about it after 5 years, 10 years. Okay, this was my best decision to come to University of Queensland and come to Australia. So I feel like that was a success story which was inspiring for all the other students as well. Yes, we can do that as well.
Excellent. Double thumbs up.
Great.
And moving ahead, in your experience, what are the biggest lessons entrepreneurs can learn from cross cultural collaborations?
What I feel, the innovation is not only restricted to one size. When you're thinking about one-sided vision, it's about listening, adapting, and representing and respecting all the cultures,
Mhm.
understanding the perspective. I mentioned it in earlier discussions as well somewhere. Like the people are the base of any innovations. If you do
Right.
not understand the people, if you do not understand their needs, then innovation cannot happen, right? And if you're making a global solution, any problem is there, and you want to make a global solution, you need to understand cross-cultural collaboration. You need to
Mm.
understand how the different cultures are working, right? And if you cannot solve all the problems by yourself, you need to understand the other problems. To understand the other world's problem, you have to collaborate with people around the world. That is where the cross-cultural collaboration comes in, right?
Mhm.
You
Yep.
you're sitting in India, you might connect with someone in Australia and in Canada, in US, and then that connection, that collaboration will help you
Right.
not only to build the network, but it will help you to understand the needs of the people in there. Because
Mhm.
they will tell you the society here works like this, and these are the basic needs, and accordingly you can change your innovation. So entrepreneurs need to understand if they want to go, make their business global, they have to understand the cross cultural and uh, cross cultural aspects and do the cross cultural collaborations as well. Those are the requirements.
Yeah, that makes sense. And how do you see these innovation ecosystems evolving across countries like India and US and also the Europe?
Ecosystem, the I would say US is leading.
Hmm.
The places like Silicon Valley and the other places like Europe is focusing on the sustainability, and they are doing very well.
Yeah.
Right. India is a little different through them. Like it's about the youth driven technologies, youth driven startups. India
Yeah.
is coming in the startup race, right? So that
Yeah.
innovation ecosystem, like places like Bangalore, right? Places like I would say Hyderabad,
Hmm.
they are coming in forward like in Gurgaon. They are bringing all those minds together. They are creating an ecosystem. Then the startup Uttarakhand, startup India,
Yeah.
and then the other startup visions like Institution Innovation Council, and the other MCAs or Ministry of Corporations Affairs programs. Those are helping people to understand the business is not only about running a company; it's about the entrepreneurship is creating an ecosystem.
Hmm.
If I need something, I connect with you. If you need something, you connect with me. That innovation ecosystem is the one where we need to
Yeah.
focus on. So this is evolving. US is already evolved a bit. It's in a higher scale now. Because they have a different vision they are doing on that. But India is also evolving. I would say India after 5 years can be biggest startup ecosystem if we all come together and work together.
Yeah. And you have amassed massive amount of knowledge within this student mobility space. So
Yeah.
if you could implement one policy worldwide to boost student mobility, what would it be?
Because education, I would say education should be free for all of the people. That's not
Mhm.
happening anytime soon. But one thing we can do is, when we talk about the globalization, universal student visa framework.
Love
Okay,
it.
so the visa, if you want to go study and you're a genuine person, you have your education ready, your education documents ready, that should be, you will get the visa for sure.
Hmm.
Nobody should get visa rejected because of the if you're a student, you should get a visa. It will make everyone's life easy.
Yeah, yeah. Absolutely, I loved it. Yeah, I think that's amazing, and I wish that becomes true
Yeah,
someday, very soon.
hopefully.
And yeah, so Charanpal, this has been incredible conversation, and it's time for us to add some more spice and some more excitement to the episode, which means we have come to the second rapid fire round. And if you're ready, let's get the ball rolling.
Sure, let's go.
Okay, my first bullet out of second rapid fire is: if you could have one gigantic billboard anywhere with anything on it, what would it say?
Ah, okay. We are talking about education today. It should be related. It's coming in my mind. Education without barriers. Education without barriers everywhere you want to travel, you go.
Love it.
International education. Yes.
Yeah. And can you describe yourself in just one word?
One word.
Yeah.
Um, uh, I would say learner. I'm a learner. I'm a connector. Yeah. Learner. I would say learner. I'm learner.
Okay.
Every day I'm learning.
Primary learner. Okay. And one country which you believe is underrated for higher education.
Underrated.
Yeah.
There are many countries though, but Latvia, Lithuania, both countries, I would say, those has very good reputation.
Mhm.
Finland is one.
Yeah.
Finland, very less people go there, but Finland is the education system is amazing.
Yeah.
So European
Maybe
countries.
because of harsh weather, people are reluctant to go there.
Yeah. Weather, and also it's not, they're not promoting their education like the other countries do. There are multiple
Mhm.
countries. I won't say the names, but they are highlight making it like, okay, you study here and you will get a lot of resources and whatever the benefits are. But Finland is not doing it. But one of the biggest benefits of
Hmm.
studying is in Finland.
Yeah. And name a global entrepreneur who inspires you.
There are many, but of course, the one name comes in mind is Elon Musk. He's taking, man. It takes more risks. Risk taking capability of that person is amazing.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Elon Musk, if you're hearing it somewhere, hats off to you, man. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for giving us that inspiration.
Yeah. And then first thing that comes to your mind when I say innovation without borders.
Without borders,
Yeah.
we just discuss it. Collaborations, cross cultural collaborations. Do the collaborations, and you will find the innovations without borders.
Okay. My next question is like one cross cultural collaboration that blew your mind.
One cross cultural. So I would say India
Mhm.
and Israel.
Okay.
They do have many of innovation projects, because Israel is
Mhm.
also one of the topmost countries when it comes to the innovations. Right,
Mm.
India is also equally running with Israel, and they both are working this to bringing different projects together. So I feel like India Israel innovation projects are doing good. Although
Yeah.
there are others as well, US is doing it but Israel is, I would say, has more specific,
Okay.
impact at
Yeah.
this moment.
And what is more powerful, knowledge or network?
I would say network, because network multiplies your knowledge.
True.
You can tell me some of the things which I didn't. So y- after talking to you, my knowledge will be multiplied. So
Yeah.
I'm compounding my knowledge with my network.
Yeah. True. In fact, I concur with you. And fortunately, after launching the guiding voice, I'm able to increase my network worldwide. And I'm proud to say that I have seventh and eighth degree connections now.
Wow, great man, great.
Awesome. Yeah. After that amazing set of questions, here comes the last one for the second rapid fire. What is one electronic gadget that you like to see or invent yourself?
Um, Gadget. There are many gadgets which are like, but if you're talking about international collaborations, internationality today, so I would say universal translator, which can translate all languages without any barriers
Hmm.
at the real time. It's already in there. Like market has Google Translator all, right?
Hmm.
But I would say there should be some equipment where the phones are not required. It's like just you
Yeah.
put it in your pocket, and then it's connected with your mind, that's Elon Musk is doing these days. So it's creating the
Neuron.
yeah, so something like that. Yeah,
Yeah. No, that's a good one. I think it has a great purpose behind it.
yeah.
And I loved all your responses to the second rapid fire as well. And let's with that, let's flip back to the mainstream.
Mhm.
So, Charanpal, what would be your one piece of advice to those aspiring to make big in their careers?
Um, I would say think globally and act local. Think
Mhm.
global, act local. Build your skills, build your network. Network is as I said, that it's the base of everything. You create knowledge, you multiply your knowledge with the network, and stay adaptable, stay flexible. Success will follow you or if you just focus on these all particular parts which we have already mentioned today.
Yeah, got it. And I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. And it's always a pleasure connecting with you. And how is your experience being hosted on the Guiding Voice podcast?
Of course, it is fantastic, man. Talking to you, Naveen, it's always fantastic. I love the energy we see in the TGV, and always thoughtful questions, and the discussion we do. I believe it's very helpful for the people around the world. So, thank you for the chance to share my views on all this for your audience.
Absolute pleasure to have you and looking forward to having many more conversations. And with that, I wish you and your team all the very best in everything that you do.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you, Naveen. Thank you so much.
All right. So, friends, that was our episode with Charanpal Singh. And before we jump into the fun trivia section, we have a quick request. If you have enjoyed the conversation and found it useful, request you to share with at least 3 of your friends or colleagues or family members who would also like TGV, the guiding voice. So, spread the knowledge and help others grow just like you. Now it's time for us to hop into the trivia segment. So, today I thought of presenting you few interesting and less known facts related to student mobility. So first one is that over 6.4 million students are studying outside their home country today, which is 3 times more than what it was in 1999. And the United States, United Kingdom, Australia, Canada, and Germany are the top 5 destinations. But countries like Japan and Netherlands are rapidly becoming hotspots for the international education. And next is cross-cultural innovation-related trivia. Companies with culturally diverse leadership teams are 70% more likely to capture new international markets and innovate faster. According to a Harvard Business Review study, innovation truly thrives beyond borders. And that's why Chiranpal mentioned about the India and Israel connection, right?
Yeah.
Here it is. And next is entrepreneurship without borders. Around 35% of all unicorn startups. Unicorn is a company which is valued at $1 billion and plus. So they have at least one immigrant founder, and the global collaboration is not just a buzzword anymore. It is shaping the future of entrepreneurship.
Sure.
And when it comes to global education and partnerships, in 5 years by 2030, it is estimated that nearly half of the world's top universities will have cross border campuses or joint degree programs. And education is rapidly becoming a borderless experience. And my next fact is about the future of skills. The WEF, World Economic Forum, predicts that by 2030, 65% of students will end up in jobs that don't exist yet. I'm repeating, 65% of students will end up in jobs that don't exist yet. So, lifelong learning, innovation, and cross cultural exposure will decide who thrives in the future economy. So, this is all I wanted to share from the trivia perspective, folks. Likewise, if you are aware of anything related to student mobility and innovation, some less known facts, do let me know. If you're watching this episode, you can comment there, or if you found this episode on Spotify or any other social media platform. You can comment there as well. So that's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in and also for being part of our awesome TGV family. So until next time, take care, stay inspired. And remember, the best is yet to come. Goodbye for now. See you on the next episode with another amazing guest. Take care. Love you all. Bye bye.
Thank you so much, Hari.
Yeah, most welcome.